I am the fill-in green card operator. So when they don't have anybody to come work nights, I get to come be the little green cart girl. So we're picking, we call it Mississippi 3. I don't really know anything else about it. Mississippi 3. It's corn. And that's pretty much what we're doing, I guess. Honestly, my personal opinion, green cart is the most boring job of all of harvest, because 99.9% of the time that you're in the green cart, you're sitting there waiting for the other guy in the combine to tell you what to do, and 95% of the time you're probably in the wrong spot or doing the wrong thing, and you're just waiting, sitting there on your phone, and then so after about 2 hours your phone's basically dead, so it's great. Then you just sit here like a potato. You don't know what to do with your life. You're just like in this tractor, like, great. How much longer I gotta sit in here? But it's not bad. It's fun. I like to feel, I like when Dan asks me to help. It makes me feel somewhat important. They put a lot of effort into everything, you know? My parents have farmed my whole life, so it's kind of been a big deal. My entire life is farming. So it's kind of cool to be on a different operation than my parents, because it's amazing how, like, my parents did dairy growing up, and then we sold all the dairy animals, and they just did corn and soybeans, and it's crazy how different every operation is, and everybody does things just slightly different. Even if you're just corn and soybeans, you got your own ways of doing things. So I think that's super cool. Like, usually when he'd stop, I'd just, like, kind of pull away and hang out. Like I said, you just, like, chill most of the time. But he wants me to follow him, I think, all the way down to the end, so I catch everything off of him. Sometimes I get confused. That's what's happening. In that other field, I was like, I don't know where you're going to go next, so just play it by ear. So the more he talks to me, the easier it makes it, especially if I haven't been in that field before. Like, I've never helped in that field that we were just in. So, like, following him in those fields is more difficult for me, because I don't really know how his style of picking goes in those fields. But, like, everything looked super great all year long, and then all of a sudden it was like, boom, and everything was just dead, like, super dead. And the more we keep getting into things, the worse that we're seeing it. And I don't even know, because I've done a little research on this tar spot, but there's not enough research out there to tell us what to do or how to fight it or anything. And then the scary part is it might overwinter, which means it's basically they're thinking it's a spore, like white mold, and it's going to be in the ground and overwinters, which means you're guaranteed to have it again next year. So that's rough.
Hey Kim, remember the other night we didn't have all your lights on? I don't know if, was that you or was that someone else?
Did I just fix it?
I think there might be another switch to turn more on. Maybe you're bright or dimmer, I'm not sure.
I think I got them all on now.
I got more now.
I think I got it on the farthest switch that it'll go to, so.
Hey, I'm empty here. You can go across.
I like to party in here and pretend that I'm a rapper.
You gonna rap something for us?
No, definitely not. See, I came in so late in the contest stuff after I got here. Everybody was pretty much wrapping things up, but I don't know. I don't think Dan's super happy about it because, well, let's be honest. Dan's never going to be happy with his yields, even if he, even if he achieved every goal he'd ever set for himself, he wouldn't be happy with them. So, we'll see how he reacts to him later, but I think he's probably slightly disappointed. I think the tar spot kind of rushed everything a little farther or faster than he hoped, and that kind of, I know that there's not like documentation on it causing a lot of yield loss, but I'm pretty sure we had some yield loss from it. So that kind of sucks. I don't think we won the competition this year, but I don't think we're ever going to win it with David Hula in it, so. I heard the champion of all champions this year was Kevin Kalb. I heard he was the only one that had fantastic yields. So guess we're all just waiting to see what his yields end up being, because rumor has it he's got the top one. I haven't heard anything about Matt Swanson, but I started following him on Twitter, so he tweets a lot, but don't know anything about him. Shoot, when I tweet, 99% of my tweets don't make any sense, and he's just tweeting away like a fool. Twitter was like the thing that came up and then died because everybody was like, Twitter kind of sucks. We should totally use Instagram and like all these other fun things. And then everybody was like, you know what? Instagram is full of a bunch of really fake people that post a bunch of really fake pictures of how great life is. And then so Twitter became the version of Instagram where you're just like, hey, guess what? So I posted a picture on Instagram of me like getting 400 bushel yield, right? But in reality, Twitter is like, sorry guys, it was really only 175. You know, it's like where you're like true to who you are. You're like, yeah, this is what real happened. And then Instagram's like your highlight reel. Facebook is like the thing where you like get on to like hang out with your grandma.